Enemy charge has been set on objective Alpha. Get there. Throw grenade!
Hey, what is up YouTube? It's Overlord Gaming here, and today I really wanted to talk about gaming, and more so and more specifically, is connection really a deciding factor in skill? Now what I mean by that is games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, they really rely on how good your connection is because the time to kill is so low, being roughly in the 0.8 or 800 milliseconds to roughly over 1 second. Like 1 second and 100 milliseconds, somewhere around there. So a lot of people I've seen, like, you know, complain about Call of Duty, how they'd be like sitting there dripping, and it's happened to me before. Whenever you look on the kill cam, you're shooting someone on your screen, but whenever you look on someone else's kill cam, for a split second, because it's slowed down, you can see you're not firing, you're not doing anything, and you're not necessarily looking at them. That's because your game is somewhat always going to be out of sync with the other players, just because the time frame difference and just the connection difference, and because of ping and how the server decides what's quote real in that universe. And if you have relatively good connection, then you're always going to have the edge over someone else who has slightly less or worse internet connection than you do. Now, example, I was playing Call of Duty earlier today, and I was basically touching this guy's nipple with the MTAR. Now, MTAR does 40 damage per shot up close, and I was basically touching this guy's nipple. So it takes roughly around 3 shots to kill someone. So I shot this guy roughly 6 or 7 times, and I have relatively good packet loss rate, meaning my packets just weren't, they weren't dropping. It's just, it took an extra second for my bullets to register compared to his, because he's turning out, I invited him after, and his ping is something like, I think, 12 milliseconds, as for mine is 30. And that, ping makes really all the difference in between who won and who lost that gunfight. I mean, even though I shot first, and I actually aimed consistently more than he did, he had the faster firing weapon, and he also had better connection than I did. Henceforth, he won the gun battle. Now, this is true for all games somewhat. Whoever has the better connection is at somewhat of an advantage, no matter what game you're playing, and unless you're playing on LAN, this is true. So, there's always going to be some, I guess, quote, pay-to-win aspect of gaming, at least whenever you're talking about connection. And connection does somewhat help come forth with your shortcomings in skill, and it does give you a slight edge compared to other people, especially if you have like fiber optic internet. But I don't personally think that it is such an overpowering thing that you're just going to get totally shit on. There's no hope of killing this person. The only way I see that possible is if you live overseas and you're getting like 100, 200, 300 millisecond ping on someone who has like 30 milliseconds. Then I can see there being a huge problem and huge desync within the game. So I want to know what you guys think about the just lag and how it plays out in video games, and if you guys think that gaming is somewhat pay to win because of the amount of, I guess, internet connection helps you win gun battles, especially in faster paced games like Call of Duty and Battlefield. This is Overlord signing out, and I'll see you guys next time.